His title.
All right, quickly Renee folding onto Doyle Brunson. He's got a wired pair of threes. He says, I call it. And now Patrick Antonius with ace-deuce.
Well, Vince, Patrick has got to think the ace-high is the best hand here after Doyle limps in.
I'm all in.
Oh, he's going over the top.
In.
I call.
And Doyle quickly calls it.
He's calling with a small pair for over $4 million. He's just tired of getting pushed around by this guy, I think, Vince.
Pocket twins.
Well, what's interesting, he wasn't invested, didn't have a whole lot of money in there. He is calling off with a little pair, and that's the play we said, you know, you're not supposed to be doing. But the great Doyle Brunson is doing just that.
I can't leave him called with pocket threes, you know.
But look at the timing of it, Vince. The guy's only got one overcard instead of two like you'd expect him to have.
I can be
I was trying to get a little better hand than that to get this on, but
it's the best hand I can have for you.
Doyle is running to an ace-deuce.
you're right.
And he has made a great call here.
Well, that's, I
He's
guess.
a 2-to-1 favorite.
Doyle ran him for the deuce. What are you going to say? Only Doyle could do that. Well, he would become the new chip leader if his threes should hold up. All of it on the line for Doyle Brunson. And that's a favorable flop for Doyle Brunson. His threes out in front.
Well, right now, all Doyle's got to dodge is an ace. If Patrick catches the bullet, it will shoot Doyle Brunson down. Things looking good right now for the Cowboy. Doyle Brunson in great shape to double up and take the lead. Here comes the turn card. Well, it's at 9. Patrick claps his hands because he knows that gives him 6 more outs to win the pot. He can win the pot with any ace, any 10, any 6.
Doyle Brunson would love to wrap this up, lasso this young Finn, teach him a little lesson. It's all going to come down to this cash card, the river card.
Over $8.6 million in this pot. It's coming down to the river card. Doyle's got to dodge an ace, a 10, or a 6. Let's see if he can do it. He's done it. It's at 9. Doyle's made a full house. He's going to take this pot down, and he breaks into a big Texas grin.
Now, what's interesting, I think Patrick thought he hit the card. He saw the pair, and for a second there, he thought there would be 2 pair on the board, and his ace would win as a kicker. But then he quickly realized Doyle Brunson with his full house taking that.
So Doyle Brunson now the monster chip leader at this table.
How can he make the call?
You say, how could I make that call? How could you make that bet? We're playing poker, not solitaire.
Mumbling to himself all night long how this Finnish kid has been taking it to him. Now we got the young Finn mumbling to himself because Doyle made that play with the 2 threes and took him down.
Action on Patrick. He's looking down at a little suited connector, 5-4 of hearts.
Patrick just took a big blow. Wants to catch his breath a minute. Throws it away.
And now on Renee, he's got a pair of deuces. He says he's going all in with it.
Well, he's going all in with the 2 ducks.
And Doyle Brunson right behind him. He's got ace-7.
I call.
He makes the call.
Wow. So again, we have an $8 million pot on the line here. All in before the flop. It's 2 deuces for Renee, an ace-7 for Doyle. We've got a race, and what a race.
Doyle willing to gamble here. Makes a call. Hey, I'm not so sure that Doyle just wants to go home to watch Rawhide reruns. He is playing real fast.
Well, it's a pretty big hand when you're playing against the other blind, that's for sure. But Doyle had to call $4 million with the ace-7 here.
Oh, it would be nice to win a race.
He did it. Let's see if he can get lucky and win another pot. If so, he'll be the dominating chip leader playing heads up for this title.
Money moving around fast at Bellagio. Here it comes.
The flop comes king, queen, 8. So far, the 2 ducks are quacking. Doyle's got to have some help.
Here's the turn card.
The 10 of clubs comes off. That gives Doyle a straight draw. A jack would give him a straight, but notice that there's 4 clubs now that Renee has. So Doyle must catch an ace, a jack, or a 7. That's not a club to win this pot.
Opportunities growing for Doyle Brunson to knock out the young man from Denmark. Can it be on the last card?
He doesn't do it. The 6 of clubs comes off. Renee sits back down, and Doyle's chip lead has now evaporated. And Vince, it's like musical chairs with his chip lead. 2 hands ago, Patrick had it. The last hand, Doyle had it. And now all of a sudden, Renee's got it. Round and round we go. Where the last chair stops, nobody knows.
Well, I wonder if Renee will have champagne with his Danish, because he is the chip leader right now with about $8 million.